Myself, Dipti Naik, Assistant Professor at Government College of Arts, Science and Commerce, KPM Goa. This session is for Bachelor of Science students, first year, for the subject Botany, that is generic elective paper, and the semester is first semester. Paper code BOG101 and paper name is Environmental Biotechnology. So, the title of our unit is Xenobiotic Compounds. Module name Bioremediation of Xenobiotic in Environment, that is decay behavior. Module number 28. Outline of this module. We are going to study the definition of xenobiotic compound and methods for conversion of xenobiotic compounds and decay behavior of xenobiotic compounds in environment. The learning objectives. Once we finish this module, we will be able to answer or define xenobiotic compound and explain the various methods of degrading xenobiotic compounds in the environment. So, xenobiotic compounds. What are xenobiotic compounds? Xenobiotic compounds are the man-made chemicals that are present in the environment in higher concentration. They are not produced naturally. Okay. Microorganisms have the capacity to degrade all the naturally occurring compounds. Now, sources of xenobiotic compound. These can enter directly or indirectly. So, directly this xenobiotic compound enters into environment with their leakages from the landfills, and indirectly discharge of pharmaceutical or the hospital. Now, methods of conversion that we are going to study. There are three basic methods: non-conversion, biotic conversion and the abiotic conversion. Okay. So, in abiotic conversion, again there are two mechanisms known as phytochemical transformation and the chemical reaction. And biotic conversion, there are three mechanisms: co-metabolic transformation, partial degradation and complete degradation. So, we'll start with the first method, that is non-conversion method. Okay. In this method, whatever xenobiotic compounds or the harmful compounds remain unaltered, okay, for a long period of a time. Later on, it can be directly with the dead end, that it can deposit in the soil or sediments. It can be part of surface water or groundwater. It can volatilize in atmosphere and biomagnification in food chain. Okay, but sometimes these xenobiotic compounds get sorption. Sorptions means it get attached by physical or chemical process to another one, and desorption means it will get detached from the compound. Okay, so this is the reversible process which are taking place in this method. Second, in this I have already told you there are two mechanisms. First is photochemical transformation. With the help of sunlight or UV radiations, these xenobiotic compounds are degraded, and later on it becomes a part of aquatic environment and atmosphere. Okay, whereas some chemical reactions takes place and it becomes a part of soil or sediment. Later on, it can turn as a modified organic compound or less concentration compound or polymer compound. Okay, after this it will go for the natural process, that is humification, wherein they can it is a natural process of changing organic matter into humic substances. Okay, later on it will move to the remobilization, or this is remobilization. So remobilization means returns of substance to the system. Okay, and some parts can be dead and to dead end, that is it can be a part of soil or sediment, surface water or groundwater. It can volatile in atmosphere and also can be a part of food chain. Now third method, last method, that is biotic conversion method. Here there are three mechanisms: Co-metabolic transformation. Co-metabolic transformations means simultaneously degrading two compounds. Okay, so here they are simultaneously two compounds are getting degraded. Secondly, partial degradation. Okay, the complete here the incomplete degradation takes place of a xenobiotic compound, and some of the xenobiotic compounds goes for complete degradation. It is also called as mineralization. This co-metabolic transformation and the partial degradation, whatever product is there, it will turn as a modified organic compound, less concentrated compound, or polymer compounds. Later on, it will go for the humification. I have already told you, humification is the natural process in which organic substance are turned into humic substance. Okay, then remobilization means it will return into the system. Okay, and later on it can be a part of soil, sediment, or surface water, groundwater. It may volatile into atmosphere, and also can be biomagnification in the food chain. Now, this complete degradation, once the mineralization takes place in complete degradation, this compound changes as CO2, H2O in organic salts and oxides. Okay, and these can be later on utilized by the plants and microorganisms as a source of nutrients. These are my references. Thank you.